Let's look at what are the projections for this BJP-led alliance in these elections.
The BJP has stitched together a formidable-looking alliance in Tamil Nadu. But how crucial are these small parties to Modi's big plan? The DMDK, led by actor-turned-politician Vijaykanth, was the first logical step since it is the only party that can claim to have a vote bank across Tamil Nadu. Vijaykanth was expected to have bargained hard and cornered 14 seats, including 5 from which it had won by over 1 lakh votes in 2009 and another 2 seats where it won by over 90,000 votes. The Pattali Makkal Kachi, the PMK, was one of the more difficult pieces in the jigsaw, considering the BJP had to accommodate the interests between the DMDK and the PMK for the same piece of the communal vote, share in the same region of influence. Though a compromise was reached, the rivalry is expected to continue. The PMK represents the Vaniyars, a community that accounts for over 12% of the vote share, a crucial vote bank for the Bharatiya Janata Party. The MDMK has been the loudest endorser, remember, of Narendra Modi as Prime Minister. Vaiko has had a good working partnership with the NDA during Vajpayee's Prime Ministership and will be hoping that Modi can now revive the party's relevance. Remember, the party was forced to sit out of the last assembly elections after it was ejected out of the AIA-DMK alliance. It must win at least 7 seats to stay relevant in the coming days ahead. The KMDK represents the Kongu region, the western industrialized belt of Tamil Nadu. The party is a startup in the sub-regional caste-based political grouping, espousing the cause of intermediary communities like the Gaundars. What makes the caste more influential is their financial might. According to some estimates, the region contributes to more than a third of Tamil Nadu's total revenue. The IJK is a surprise constituent of the NDA. Formed before the last assembly election in the state, it did not win any seats and lost its deposits in most of them. But what lacks in political strength, it makes up for with overall clout.
A lot has been said about the possibility of Jayalalithaa getting close to the BJP after the elections. Priyamvada, is that the reason why Jayalalithaa decided to go on the offensive towards the last leg of her election campaign to ensure that she does not lose the minority votes and she does not give that kind of an impression that she's having some kind of a plan B working with Narendra Modi?
Absolutely, Sudeep. That is why she changed track, because she started her campaign on March 3rd, but for a solid 20 days she never spoke a word against Narendra Modi. But that was used by the opposition party because it's a multi-cornered fight. So she was being bombarded with attacks by everyone, even NDA ally like MDMK, was Vaiko, were attacking Jayalalithaa, having plan B. And that's when some of her minority organizations which were supporting Jayalalithaa withdrew their support. That's when she realized if she has to get at least 25 seats that she's hoping to get this election, she has to consolidate the votes. As such, the votes, all the pro-ADMK votes were being split by the BJP, so she wanted to avoid further split in the votes, and that's when she started attacking BJP and Narendra Modi. But having said that, Sudeep, my sources are telling me, even now, in a post-poll scenario, Jayalalithaa and Modi wouldn't mind coming together to form the government there in the centre.
Right. In fact, I have a first-time voter with me whose name is also incidentally Priyamvada. How did it feel first time going inside a polling station? One of the first-time voters told Shisha Reddy a while ago that they felt very nervous. What was it that you went through?
Okay, I wasn't nervous exactly. I was very excited because I updated my Facebook account also last night saying, I'm going to vote for the first time. So I was very excited and the poll was empty. The booth was empty. So I just went in and I cast my vote. I felt very proud, voting for the first time. I'm very excited that I'm also going to make a change.
Okay, those are interesting thoughts. Have you been talking about it to your friends and family members and relatives almost looking forward to the 24th of April?
Absolutely, absolutely. I'm like waiting for the results, and I'm also hoping that there is a huge change in the country, because everybody is, at the end of the day, everybody is unhappy, everybody is waiting for a change, and I also want to change, and that's the reason why I've been waiting all this way and I voted today morning.
Okay.
So yeah,
a lot has been said about the corruption part. You also had the Nota option. Did you feel tempted to use the Nota option? I'm not asking you who you voted for, but the fact remains that you had a different kind of option also this time. Did that matter when you made the choice?
No, I didn't, because I wanted to vote for one particular candidate and I've been very keen on that, and I wanted to vote for that person and I voted. I don't want to use my vote, lose my vote. So I voted for that person alone. I didn't use Nota.
Right. Okay, thanks a lot. I'm sure you'll be voting in many more elections from now. Mr. Murari, we heard what Priyambada had to say. Did you sense a lot of enthusiasm this time, especially among first-time voters, that they're also going to be part of making the change as far as India is concerned?
Definitely. All over India, not just in Tamil Nadu or Chennai, all over India, they have been to there, the first time voters, they are going to make a change. And they are the ones, the what is called the chatterati or twitterati, whatever you call that. And there, Modi has a great impact on them, social networking, where Congress has lagged behind. And appealing to them. To what extent they will bring about a change remains to be seen. Maybe in the urban areas, but in the hinterland, I don't know to what extent it will help.
Yeah. Thanks, Mr. Murari, for that perspective. In fact, let's take a look at how the assembly election results were in 2011, just to get an idea about what the results in the 2014 Lok Sabha elections could be.
Well, Tamil Nadu is a swing state for more reasons than one. Not only can it tilt the balance in a fractured mandate at the centre with 39 Lok Sabha seats, the state is known to vote with full gusto for one regional party, the DMK, or the other, the AIDMK, as it did in the year 2011. The DMK was down by 126 seats, decimated to 23. With alliance partners, it stood at 31 in the Vidhan Sabha. The AIADMK, on the other hand, as you can see, swept the state with 150 seats, up by 93 seats. And while the Modi factor cannot actually be discounted, given the aggressive campaigning in the rural areas of Tamil Nadu, this graph right here could well represent the prevalent sentiment in Tamil Nadu.